All right, hey guys, this is part 2. I'm able to do it today, which is awesome. So we're just going to make the fan at this point, and there's a few steps involved. So this is where you're going to need your glue stick and your piece of string or piece of wire, if you can find a piece of wire. If you've got bread wire at home and you're not using it anymore, that would work for this really well, actually. And wire seems to be able to hold it really tightly. Okay, so our goal is to make this look like this. I just did this before the video started, just so that you can see the idea that we're looking for. It looks kind of like an accordion at this point. Okay, so you're going to make sure to fold it this way. That's the mistake that I made with this one, and that's why it won't open the whole way, because I actually folded it this way, which doesn't work. So make sure you don't do what I did, and you're going to fold it the long way. So I'm going to show you the process, the easiest process, I should say, to making that fold, that correct fold. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold this up and make sure at the very best of your abilities to match these things up, because that's going to help it be even. So once I have that matched, I'm going to fold it. And as a tip for you guys, I like to use the side of my finger to get a really tight fold. So I'll fold it once just with my fingers and then go over it again with my fingernail. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to fold this up to the top and do the same thing. Make sure it matches. And then fingernail. Okay, I would open it up again once more, and you'll have a line here. What you're going to do next is you're going to fold this again, but not to the top, to this fold line that we did, this crease line. So I'm folding that to there. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause it or rewind if you need to. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I've just turned it over, fold it up, and it might unmatch a little bit, but that's not a big deal. So I'm going to fold that to the crease line, or to where this page was folded to. Fold, and then fingernail fold. Okay, so if you were to fold it, it would look like this, but I'm going to keep it open actually, because if I fold it like this for the last fold, it's going to be harder than if I keep it open and fold this once more to the middle. So I'm going to do that to make it even thinner. Just do a regular and then fingernail fold. Turn it around once again. Fold it up to the middle. Make sure it matches as best as you can. Okay, and then you'll have all of the creases that you need, so open it back up. And then the next part in folding this is you just need to make sure that now it looks like an accordion. Right now, at this point though, it looks all crazy. So I'm going to open it back up, and because I've pre-folded this, it's going to be a whole lot easier to make these even. So I'm going to start, well, this one's here, so I'm going to fold it up, and then I'm going to turn my paper over, fold it back, turn it over again, fold it where we've already folded it. Don't fold it anywhere else, but you're going to fold it the right way this time. Okay, and then just keep doing this until you get a really just thin fold in an accordion style. Okay. So I'm just kind of doing this fast so you don't have to wait for me. Okay, so far it looks like an accordion. You just want it to be zigzag the whole way through. Bear with me. Here we go. Last one. Okay. And now they look the same. See? So your next step would be to just fold them all together And actually, we want these folds to be really tight. So I'm going to take them both, and I'm going to take something that I can push down with. You can do it with a pen. Whoops. You can do it with a pen, a pencil, marker, whatever you use to draw with. And then you're just going to take it and push down really hard so it's folded really tightly. Okay? Do that on both of them. Oops. I just don't want to, I want to make sure that doesn't fold it in a new way. So just be careful as you do that. And now we've got some really tight folds. So now you're going to decide, you know, do you want to turn it? I think that would actually be really lovely because it kind of looks like the ends of the wings there. But you can, you know, you can turn them any way you want. I'm going to do this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the whole thing, or you can fold one and then fold the other and just put them together, just like this. Okay? You're going to take the middle, right? And your string or wire, and this is where you might need some help, but you're going to tie the middle as tight as you can. Not so tight that it rips anything, but just like tight so it holds it together really nicely. So I'm just going to take this wire and wrap it around it. Make sure that these don't get out of, see, we don't want that happening. But it's easy to fix if that happens. I'm going to fold this really tightly around it. And actually, if you were in class with me, I would take my pliers. If you have pliers at home and you're using wire, you can make it even tighter by squeezing it with those. And then this looks like it could be, well, even if it has a pokey out thing like that, the way you're going to glue it and fold it should not make that a problem. Okay, so as I noticed right here, these aren't completely matched up, so I'm going to push and pull until they're all matched up. And this is so tight that it's kind of hard to get there. All right, it's all matched up. It already kind of looks like a butterfly, but that's not the idea. You know, even though this looks like a butterfly, the idea is to turn this into a fan at this point. So I want to make sure that that's in the middle, because it's not going to work as well and it's not going to match up if it's not in the middle. So a good way to find that out is if you fold it and then do they match up? And if they don't, you're going to want to fix that. See, like mine don't match up there. So I'm going to want to move this string or wire around, like up or down, to make sure that it's in the middle because we want them to match up. Okay, so I'm going to try that again. Make sure they're matching. Yep, and they match at this point, right? All right. So now what we need to do is use our glue stick. And we're going to glue together 3 of the papers, so 3 sides of them, but we're going to leave this one alone because that's where we're going to put the sticks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue, I'm going to just put it, you only really need to put it on one of the sides, and be careful not to get glue on the outside because you might glue other parts of the accordion type thing together and you don't want that. So what I'm going to do now is just fold it together and hold it until that glue dries, or until it sticks at least. Okay, and now this one has been fused. Oops, it's falling. It's been fused together, you see. We're going to do that on this one and this one, but not on this one. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take this, maybe fold it around, and do it again. So 3 times, right next to each other. Bring it up, fold it in, hold it until it dries or sticks. really important that you wait for that because it will fall apart if you don't. Oh, that's weird. So that color looks blue, but this is actually purple. That's interesting. Okay, so now that's stuck together. It's fused right here. I'm going to do it one more time. Right here. And then I'm going to fold it up, hold it. Make sure it sticks. Okay, and now we're ready for the popsicle stick. See, I accidentally got glue right here, so make sure that you don't have that. If you do, just kind of wipe it off or just let it dry before you stick it together again. Ooh, and that's not completely, oh, whoops. Yeah, that's what we want. So I want to make sure that it's not sticking in the other folds. Okay, so there we are with that. Now I'm going to move to the popsicle sticks, which are, so this is the butterfly and this is the caterpillar. All right, so now I'm going to I'm only going to put glue on the popsicle stick until like the length of half, so like from this wire to here, that's where I'm going to put glue on my popsicle stick. Okay, just like that. I'm not going to glue it, but don't put glue on the part where you colored. You want that to be on the outside. So I'm going to put glue this much, if you can see that. And it's going to go all the way to the middle, but let me show you what not to do, okay? If I glue it here and I put it on, don't put it over whatever you use to bind it together, because then it won't open all the way. So you want to make sure that this popsicle stick gives this enough room to open all the way. Okay, so I'm going to put glue right here to about there, and just maybe 3 or 4 passes with the glue if you're using glue sticks. And I am going to glue it to that, and you might want to just hold it like that. And while you're waiting, you could actually also do the other one. So I want it to be the same place. You see that? So I want it to be on the same place. So I'm going to hold that with one hand while I glue this with the other. All the way to the end. And then I'm going to put it right here. I'm just going to kind of hold them together while I'm waiting for that to dry. And you want it to completely dry before you open it, otherwise it will fall off. So do your best to do that. And then you will have a fan, which ends up looking pretty cool. Not gonna lie. So we'll just wait here. One other thing that you might want to consider is making something that will hold it closed when you're not using it. So what I did here is I just used some clear Scotch tape, and well, I can just show you. I'll just show you that if you want to make that at home. But it's cool because you just put it in and it holds it closed. Right? Okay, so I think it's probably dry. So now it works like a fan. Hold on, I want to make sure that's not stuck together there. All right. So when it's open, it looks like the butterfly, and when it's closed, it looks like the caterpillar. So the caterpillar goes into a cocoon, turns into a butterfly. Okay? And you can use it as a fan, which is an added bonus. Okay, so just to show you how to make this little thing, I'm going to get some tape. Just hold on. Here I have some masking tape. You can use Scotch tape like I did in the other one. I just don't know where I put my Scotch tape. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take a piece of it off, and I'm going to close this, and I'm going to tape it around, just on top of it, because I want that to give me the measurement of the tape, like how much tape I need. So actually, you know what? I'm going to tear this off first, and then I can cut it if I need to. Okay, so here I'm going to tape it on, go around. So that'll probably be enough right there. So I'm going to just maybe tear this off. Okay. So I've got that. Now I'm going to lay it down. That. Hold on. Sticky side up. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it together all over itself like you're making like a sticky. You know when you stick things to the wall? I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take another piece of tape. So before you do that, measure how much tape this is, because you're going to use the same amount on the outside, because we don't want it to be sticky when we're closing our fan. You know, I'm going to stick it down because it'll still be sticky enough. You want the same measurement. Okay, I'm going to make that little sticky thing like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on top of the sticky one. So sticky side down while this is sticky side out, so that it's not sticky anymore, but it's still making this thing here. And that's just how I made the one for the other one. Okay, oh, you know what I noticed though is it's not even. So if you've got scissors at home, where's my scissors? Here, there. You can kind of just trim that off, because that might get in my way. I'm going to trim that off on both sides. Okay, this isn't required, but it might make it easier for you to store. So I've made this little thing. It's not sticky on the inside or the outside because I put the tape around, and then I can just put this on and it holds it. And it's shut now. Okay, and if you want, you can also decorate or design something on here. I just got like a paint marker here. Makes it look a little bit more intentional. Paint markers are pretty cool, but they take a minute to dry. So this is going to look a little different. Maybe I'll just use the colors I used for the wool that I used for the caterpillar. So my blue, yellow, actually no, it was green. What colors are they? Blue, green, black, and orange. Oh, I haven't primed this one. Whoa! And you can do the same thing with Scotch tape. If you have Sharpies, you can design a cool pattern if you have that at home. See, I have my blue, orange, and I just need black. I just don't want to get this paint all over my fingers. Ooh. don't want it on the table either. Here it goes. Whoops. Oh well, it washes off. Oh, I don't have orange in here. I'll just use black. Oh my goodness, here I am making messes. It's okay. Art is a series of messes, isn't it? And this is just a fun little touch you can add. Okay, well that's done. Just take it, close it, and let it dry. And that's how you make a fan. I hope you've had fun making this. I sure had fun planning it. And I hope it's useful for you to help you stay cool. All right, thanks you guys, have fun.